Archangel Michael says, "It's an emergency. A private detective has tracked you down. They discovered something incredible. Open it quickly." Archangel Michael says, "A shadow had been following you silently, not with harm, but with intention. This is not a stranger of chaos, but one of calculated precision, trained to watch, record, and report. A private detective had been paid heavily to find out everything about you, and they have. They traced your footsteps through past cities, old friendships, and closed doors you thought forgotten. They watched how you handled pain, how you walked through storms without showing weakness. What they discovered is now sitting on a mahogany desk inside a sealed brown folder. Inside it are truths you never said out loud, but lived with every heartbeat. Top payment to get blessing 333. The detective is no ordinary man. He was once an agent who handled global assignments, but now he only accepts personal cases. Someone went to him months ago with your name, photo, and a serious sum of money. The request was chilling in nature, not just to find you, but to uncover a truth buried deep. You were not supposed to know about this operation, but divine order reveals it now. They discovered something they weren't prepared for. Your order is unordinary. The report mentions light anomalies, strange emotional shifts, and unexplained phenomena around you. Top payment to get blessing 884. The one who hired him is someone you once crossed paths with in a moment that seemed small. But that moment changed something in them. They never forgot you. They were haunted by the feeling that you carried something divine inside you. The detective's notes mention your name being whispered by monks in a hidden region once. They followed digital trails, camera feeds, and even a discarded napkin with your signature. It's all been compiled. Your courage, your pain, your rebirths, your destiny. But the one thing that shocked them was your resistance to darkness even when it tried to swallow you. Top payment to get blessing 572. The detective made a personal note in the report. He said, "This one is chosen. Handle with care." He refused further payment. He said he had seen enough and didn't want to be part of what was next. He told the client, "You're dealing with someone guarded by forces you can't comprehend." At that point, the client grew silent. They vanished from communication and left no further instructions, but the detective didn't stop there. Something about your file made him keep investigating on his own terms now. Top payment to get blessing 931. You triggered something ancient. His final message to his assistant read, "This soul is marked with divine fire. I need to meet them." And now he's near closer than you realize. Your recent electronic interference, foam glitches, and shadow and reflections were all subtle signals. He's not here to harm. He's here to hand over something sacred. An envelope had been prepared as time-stamped with today's date. Inside is the name of someone who was hiding a major part of your truth. Top payment to get blessing 404. There's a photo in that envelope too, of you as a child, standing next to someone with a blurred face. You never saw that picture before, but the detective got it from an underground archive that even governments forgot have visited. He is watching from a distance now, waiting for the right moment to walk up to you. You will know it's him by his silver cuff link engraved with the number 19. He's already passed by you once to observe your energy in person. He wrote in his journal, "The moment I stood near them, time slowed down." Type Amen to get blessing 656. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This is not just a report. It's a sacred file. It holds names, secrets, and decisions made by people in power about your destiny. Someone from a powerful family lineage feared your rise and tried to suppress your light. The detective discovered this interference pattern across your childhood and young adult life. They tried to cloak your spiritual path with confusion and hardship, but he saw it all unraveling when you started rising again and again. The resilience made him believe in you before even meeting you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. There's a coded message in his file that only you can decipher. It was placed there by someone from your bloodline long ago. The code matches a word you've been dreaming about for months. He knows now that your mission isn't ordinary. This is bigger than personal fate. This is about generational correction. The people who feared your rise had power, yes, but they had guilt too. They hired silence, but silence met light, and light is speaking now. Type Amen to get blessing 909. The detective left a mark on your path 2 nights ago. It was subtle, a shifted item, a turned paper, a faint symbol drawn on misted glass. It was his way of letting you know, I see you. I believe you. There's an untraceable USB drive on its way to you, he warned. Open it alone. Let no one interfere. Inside it is a message from a woman who once sacrificed everything to protect you. Her voice will shake you, but it will restore a memory that was buried. Type Amen to get blessing 147. Your spiritual DNA has awakened. This discovery wasn't meant to expose you, but to liberate you. You were meant to read this message exactly today. The detective isn't the end of the story. He's the bridge to something older. A scroll. A prophecy. A reunion. Someone you believed was dead is actually watching this unfold. They entrusted their last truth to this man for one reason. Your rival. Type Amen to get blessing 373. You are not just a name in a report. You are a soul encrypted with divine vibration. No fingerprint like yours exists in any realm. The detective wrote. They have walked with shadows and yet remain pure. That's what convinced him to defy the client's orders and warn you instead. He believes what's inside you can shift entire energies. That's why this must be revealed now, not later. Type Amen to get blessing 118. Your destiny was never to stay hidden. This man's life changed the moment he read about you. He said this file changed the air in the room. My compass broke. I'm just following light now. He's ready to meet you. He has information that will flip your timeline. It includes a last will from someone who passed years ago. You were written in it, but someone tried to erase you. Type Amen to get blessing 821. Your attempt failed. The detective located a second copy hidden in a Swiss data vault. It mentions a location only you will recognize, etched into your memory from childhood. The final line of the report is chilling. He wrote, "If they open this at the right time, everything will begin. And this, right now, is that time. Your name is echoing through realms seen, heard, chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You are moments away from holding the truth. Not just about who you are, but about what you were sent here to correct. The people who tried to cover you in lies are now crumbling from the inside. The detective has officially vanished after delivering one final message. Protect them at all cost. They are not just important, they are prophecy. And the countdown begins. This truth is walking toward your doorstep now. It will arrive in a form you won't expect, but your soul will recognize it. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The clock is moving differently for you now. It's not regular time, it's divine timing. The moment the truth hits your hands, the timeline you were destined to walk will unlock. And no one can stop what's coming anymore. The people who tried are no longer in control of the narrative. The detective broke the code of silence by trusting something higher than money. He listened to his intuition. And now he's following divine instructions instead of human orders. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Your life is about to flip, not by accident but by sacred orchestration. That file contains more than just secrets, it carries your rebirth. There's a map inside it, invisible to most, but your spirit will know exactly where to begin. The map leads to a building hidden beneath layers of false ownership, its true origin ties to your family and a promise made before your birth. The building holds something powerful, a document, a relic, and an unfulfilled contract. And the detective knew, only you can unlock it with your presence alone. Type Amen to get blessing 389. Every word in his final report was chosen with care, as if he knew angels were watching. He said, "There is more to this person than memory. They are a cosmic event in human form. You may feel pressure rising inside your chest. It's not fear, it's awakening." He left a coded phrase in the last page. The phrase was your grandmother's favorite word when she comforted you. No one told him this. He just wrote it down after hearing a voice whisper it into his ear while reading about you. Type Amen to get blessing 292. The whispers aren't ordinary, they are remnants of your bloodline, ancestors crying out to complete what was left undone. They guided the detective's hand, gave him visions, dreams, and sacred keys. One dream showed him a white bird circling a cracked clock tower. Inside that tower, he saw your name. He believes you've been chosen not to survive but to write what survival means. He's headed to a location now, where he will leave something under your name at the reception. You will find it when you least expect it, but you will know it's for you the moment you see it. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your story is not a file, it's a scroll, and it has survived fire, betrayal, and systems built to erase. Now it has returned to you through a man who never expected his life to become prophetic. He walked away from the client, refused further contact, and changed his number. But before leaving, he wrote on his office wall in permanent ink, "They are the one." And that writing remains as the only message inside the now empty room. He sacrificed everything to get this truth to you because something inside told him, you are worth it. Type Amen to get blessing 515. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Your name is now in the atmosphere, vibrating in spaces that were once blocked. You're not stepping into a new chapter. You're stepping into a rewritten book. And the pages will turn fast from this moment forward. Your intuition will grow louder, your dreams will get clearer. The people who doubted you will become confused by your sudden rise. Not because it's sudden, but because they were blind to the preparation you've been doing in silence. They had the chance to be part of your rise, but they chose to doubt your light. Type Amen to get blessing 363. A divine gate is now open. The key wasn't an object, it was truth. And that truth is what the detective unearthed for you. He's going to leave the city soon, but before he does, he'll cross paths with someone who holds another piece to your puzzle. You met them before, but they didn't tell you the truth then. This time, they will speak, because the file has reached them too. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The file was duplicated into 3 copies. One has already been sent to a woman who holds a piece of your past. Another will be sent to a lawyer who was silenced years ago but kept your records hidden. The 3rd copy is yours, and it's on the way. Carried by someone wearing black gloves and a leather case. They're traveling by train right now, set to arrive by sunrise. Your soul will feel a pull when they enter your energy field. Type Amen to get blessing 246. This is a soul-level investigation. Not just surveillance or research, it's remembrance. The file proved to the detective that you are connected to more than just this lifetime. His writing turned from factual to poetic halfway through the report. He wrote, "There is something divine in the way they walk, like echoes of heaven." He no longer writes like a detective. He writes like a believer, because you changed his spiritual chemistry. Type Amen to get blessing 411. You're going to notice a shift. People around you will begin acting strangely. Some will grow distant, some will confess. The energy around you is cleansing, and falsehoods cannot survive near your truth. Let them fall away. The people who try to cling to the old version of you will soon be left behind, because the person rising now is royal, refined by fire, and ready. Ready for the truth. Ready for the responsibility. Ready for the throne. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Archangel Michael says you were never forgotten in the realm where your name was written in fire. You are about to walk into a moment that will feel like a dream, except it's not. It's your confirmation, delivered by someone who wasn't supposed to believe but Nob does. Prepare your space. Cleanse your path. An energy shift this big demands silence, clarity, and spiritual armor. The message has been delivered. The files have been unlocked. The timing is now. Type Amen to get blessing 555. He will not knock on your door like others. You will appear in a place that feels familiar, though you haven't been there in years. The moment you see him, something ancient in your soul will stir. He won't say much, only hand you the sealed envelope with your name embossed in gold. You will feel heat in your fingertips the moment you touch it. That's your spirit recognizing a sacred artifact tied to your timeline. Inside that envelope is not just information. It's a soul contract. Type Amen to get blessing 848. This contract was written before you were born. Someone swore an oath to protect your future, even if it meant staying silent for decades. The detective uncovered this during a late-night search through encrypted archives. He had to bypass old spiritual locks, keys hidden in prayer rooms, and digital gates protected by ancestors. Every time he got closer to your truth, something supernatural shielded the core. He wrote in his journal, "They are surrounded by divine encryption. Not even time can harm them." That's when he realized this wasn't just a file. It was a prophecy buried in data. Type Amen to get blessing 122. He met an old woman in a hidden village who told him, "The one you search for carries thunder in their blood." She handed him a torn piece of cloth with your initials written in symbols only your spirit could decode. "This cloth," she said, "was taken from your crib the night someone tried to redirect your fate. It was preserved all these years by someone who knew you'd come back one day to reclaim it. He included the cloth in your envelope, along with a key, rusted, old, but still potent with power. It unlocks something no one has opened in 29 years. What it leads to is a hidden vault beneath a place once believed cursed." Type Amen to get blessing 434. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. He has left instructions. Follow the river road when the air smells like rain and the sky turns lavender. When you reach the old gate marked with ivy, the key will begin to warm in your pocket. You must go alone, and no one else can walk that path with you, not even the one who delivered it. Inside the vault, you'll find 3 objects: a sealed jar, a letter, and an heirloom. These were taken from you and stored away by those who feared what you'd become. Type Amen to get blessing 600. Archangel Michael says your return to this place activates the unlocking of a powerful restoration. The land will recognize your presence and begin to shift under your feet. You may hear whispers, feel vibrations, and see reflections that do not match your face. These are signs of the realm acknowledging your spiritual clearance. This is no longer about discovery, it's about divine remembrance. You are not arriving empty-handed. You come as the final puzzle piece to a prophecy older than stone. Type Amen to get blessing 314. The detective will watch from afar as you enter. He's not meant to follow you, but he will be the witness your spirit requested long ago. He'll send one final message after this moment. The mission is complete. They are home. From this point forward, your energy will repel anything that was designed to confuse you. Contracts built on lies will dissolve. False relationships will end suddenly, and those who once underestimated you will sense the elevation in your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 244. The file you now hold will reveal names, some familiar, some hidden in plain sight. These are the names of those who took vows to stop your destiny from awakening. The document lists their roles, their actions, and the consequences that will now befall them. You will not have to seek justice. Justice is already in motion. One by one, what was hidden will be revealed without your hand lifting a finger. Because the divine realm has already acted on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 911. There is also a hidden envelope inside the file. It contains a message from someone you love who disappeared without a trace. Their voice will speak into your ears as you read it, not in sound, but in vibration. They never left you. They were taken to keep your destiny safe, placed in a spiritual holding until this moment. They will soon return, not as they were, but as who they truly are. Your soul has been waiting for your rise so the reunion can ignite the final awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The detective recorded one last video. In it, he looks directly into the camera, eyes wide with respect and fear. He says, "I've seen many things, but never have I been in the presence of someone so protected." He speaks of a light that blinded his camera lens when he got too close to your birth chart. He saw symbols rearrange themselves, code to write mid-download. He finally said, "They are not what we assumed. They are beyond category." That footage is encrypted, but it will play the moment you say your full name alone. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are stepping into the highest version of yourself. The people who turn their backs on you will start to wonder how you're glowing without their validation. They missed the mark because they judged you by surface, unaware of your cosmic depth. This detective saw it. He followed traces no one else noticed, like the way plants lean slightly when you walk past. He noticed how mirrors fog slightly when you speak truth. These things were small to others, but to him, they were evidence of an anointed soul. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You will soon disappear into silence again. You may never see him in person, but his impact on your journey is now eternal. He fulfilled his divine assignment with honor, risking everything to get the truth into your hands. You owe him nothing, except to rise. To rise fully, fearlessly, in your rightful role. To take the truth in your hands and say aloud, "I remember who I am." And with that, you'll awaken every dormant miracle inside of you. Type Amen to get blessing 737. The moment you speak those words, everything around you will begin to realign. Old timelines will collapse. New divine patterns will emerge from the ashes of past confusion. You'll notice strange synchronicities, the same number appearing again and again, feathers falling where there is no wind, clocks stopping at moments of realization. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are signs that heaven has opened its book and placed your name back on the front page. Type Amen to get blessing 177. The person who funded the detective's original search is now retreating. They never expected the truth to come back to you. They thought they could bury it forever beneath signatures, silence, and false stories. But your spirit refused to forget, even when your conscious mind couldn't remember, your soul kept knocking at hidden doors. Now those doors are opening. And the ones who stood behind them trembling will finally face what they tried to avoid, your return. Type Amen to get blessing 322. Inside the sacred envelope is a smaller, black card with gold engraving. It's an invitation to a private gathering where only those with divine callings are summoned. This event has not occurred in over 40 years. The card was hidden in the report, and the detective included a message if they decide to go. Prepare the circle, they are the final seal. This circle is made up of beings who remember their power and have been waiting for the missing one, you. It is not just an invitation. It is a calling. Type Amen to get blessing 488. Archangel Michael says, "You are not late. Everything you missed was just rehearsal for the real entrance. Now, the curtain lifts. The people who laughed at your journey will now go quiet, not because of revenge, but because they will feel the authority in your presence. Your truth will not need defending. It will stand on its own bright and undeniable, and the ones who once tried to silence you will become background noise in your victory song." Type Amen to get blessing 566. The detective's final act was lighting a candle in a sacred room, whispering your name 3 times. That room is designed to respond only to chosen vibrations. The candle remained lit long after he left. That only happens when destiny is fulfilled. You are fulfilling something cosmic. Your existence is correcting generational fractures. Your breath is waking up places that have been dormant since your lineage was silenced. The earth itself recognizes you again. Type Amen to get blessing 155. There's a letter waiting for you, written in faded ink, sealed with a fingerprint that matches your own. It starts with, "If you are reading this, then you have made it through." It goes on to explain the things no one had the courage to tell you. That your pain had purpose. That your delays were protection. That every betrayal you endured forged a spiritual weapon inside of you. Type Amen to get blessing 877. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Now that you hold the letter, you are ready to reclaim what was blocked. Wealth, knowledge, and ancestral wisdom are no longer being withheld. They are flowing back into your life through unseen channels and divine setups. You'll start getting calls from people you haven't heard from in years. Some will confess. Some will cry, some will apologize. You don't need to respond with anger. Your energy will already show them who you've become. Type Amen to get blessing 991. The detective noted something else in your report. A date. The date is approaching quickly. It's marked in red ink with a note that says, "This is when everything activates." Prepare your body. Prepare your mind. But most importantly, prepare your spirit. Because after that date, you will never be the same. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are about to walk through doors that do not exist for ordinary people. They were designed only for those who carry the fire through the dark. You are not arriving empty. You are arriving crowned. The detective will leave one last sign near your mailbox. It won't look important to others, but you'll know it the second your eyes meet it. Pick it up. Keep it. It's the final clue. The last missing piece that completes everything. Type Amen to get blessing 744. From here on, your dreams will feel more like memories. That's because they are. You are being shown what was taken from you and what is returning. In your sleep, you will hear names, see symbols, and feel energies reconnecting. A light around you will intensify, and some may become uncomfortable near you. That is not your problem. You were not born to make others comfortable. You were born to ignite truth. Type Amen to get blessing 232. The person who tried to hide this truth about you is now facing consequences. What they feared is now happening. They can no longer stop what's already been set in motion. Your silence will turn into restlessness, your control into exposure. You will not have to fight. You will just have to walk in who you are. And everything else will fall into divine order. The detective may be gone, but the work he completed is now eternally connected to your timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says, the page has turned. The time of delay is over. A moment of revelation has come. Now rise, not just for yourself, but for everyone who carried the hope of your return in silence. Your light has been seen. The evidence has been delivered. And the final seal has been opened. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further,